Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Sacred Union Energy Update. We're going to do the Sacred Union Energy Update today, but I do want to check in on Ascension Energies. As you guys know, in the community posts, Facebook, Instagram, now I am on TikTok as well. I have been doing some Ascension Energy check-ins, but we're going to be doing a video on that probably either the weekend or next week, so make sure that you stay tuned to see where the Ascension Energies are for these relationships within the Sacred Union path to Ascension. I want to go a little bit higher, a little bit deeper, and see what is happening on the Ascension journey as a whole for these Sacred Unions. So that is to come. Make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure that you are liking, subscribing, and ringing that little bell so that you are notified whenever a new video or post is up. But today I do want to do a quick check-in. Everything is changing so very quickly. It is July. Happy July. If it is not July when you get this, happy whatever date it is. These readings are meant to be timeless. I'm finding that even some of the readings from 2019 are cropping back up in my feed, and they are resonating. So some of that energy, you guys might be questioning, how is that energy still pertinent now? Remember that everything is a process, and energy takes time. Sometimes we have to revisit old energy or old readings in order to keep going deeper, keep going into new layers of ourselves, just keep ascending in order to keep expanding. Also, all of my readings are meant to be timeless, and sometimes I do channel ahead, sometimes months ahead, sometimes even years ahead. So do make sure that you're checking out all the videos. I do have full playlists here on the channel, so do make sure as well that you are going back and seeing which ones might resonate for you. A lot of you guys have emailed me and direct messaged me and said that some of the readings have cropped up for you and that they're resonating with your situations. So do make sure that you are going to the ones that are resonating for you at the current moment. That resonance is your truth. That resonance is what you're experiencing. So always follow your inner guidance. Always follow what your heart is telling you. Always trust your own intuition. Okay, so let's get into it. Today, I'm going to use the Love Story Oracle. This is a deck that I backed on Kickstarter and I love. So we're going to get a union energy, and I want to also get an energy for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine before we dive deeper with the Tarot. July does feel like a calmer energy, a lot of changes happening, a lot of shifts taking place, transformations, especially internal. We're going to start seeing that externally with rapid expansion leading up to the 8-8 Lionsgate portal and beyond. But that these next few months, as we've been channeling over the last few months, very, very pivotal for our growth and expansion. We had channeled that this is the power point. This is the choice point. You're at the crossroads. Once again, you get to decide whether you want to repeat old patterns or shift into the new. That is your power point. That's your choice. That's where your power lies, by how you want to experience life, how you want to experience growth and expansion, by completing the same old cycles of stagnant energy or by moving forward. We call it the power point, Spirit has said, because that is your choice, that is your free will. Now, the universe is going to constantly be pushing you to expand. That's where Tower moments come in. That's where you have to release resistance. But if you are resisting and continuing to choose stagnant energy, not looking deep within yourself, not allowing for releasing, not allowing yourself to acknowledge and transcend any old beliefs, patterns, mindsets, habits that are keeping you in old energy, stagnant energy. If you are not taking action for yourself and for your life, the universe will intervene and push you for your soul's growth and evolution. But the choice is yours as far as how do you want to move forward? How do you want to move into higher timelines? Do you want to jump with a leap of faith, knowing that the universe is completely supporting you, or do you want to resist? It's been a tough love message, I think, because there are a lot in the collective that have been really resisting. But if you make that conscious choice and you're actively doing the work on yourself and feeling that inner transformation, feeling the inner growth and expansion, heart chakra openings, stability within the root chakra, crown openings, if you feel all of that and are making the conscious choice, then you don't have anything to worry about. If you're resonating with these messages, with these readings, you don't have anything to worry about. You are on the path of growth. Just make sure that you are still being cognizant, still being aware of yourself, still choosing higher timelines, because that is where you embody that energy. That's where you embody your higher self by consciously choosing in every given moment to embody more and more love, compassion, kindness, joy. All right, Spirit, tell me about the union energies between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. What's going on between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine? Remember, you could take this as well for the inner masculine and feminine within you. However, I do channel for those who are in partnership with another, who are going through this ascension journey with another on the sacred union path. Oh, just saw hope. And look at that card, that coming together card. I think that came out for a client reading this week as well. Spirit, what is the union energy? What is the union energy? Self-love. Yes. Okay, they want me to stop and talk about that for a moment. This is that where everything stems from. You can't have outer union with another person. You can't have a relationship or a healthy conscious partnership with another person unless you are fully embracing and loving yourself. Can you guys see that? There you go. Unless you're fully embracing and loving yourself. This is what it's all about. This is what this journey has taught us. It's what Ascension is all about. It's all about self-mastery, self-growth, self-expansion. It's all about, as we've been saying, knowing thyself. The more you know yourself, this is not just about the shallow egoic structures, my favorite color, my favorite movie, my favorite book. Those are all great. Those are all fantastic for your human incarnation. But why? Go deeper. Why is that your favorite color? Why is that your favorite movie? Why is that your favorite book? What does that call forth from deep within you? Knowing yourself emotionally, understanding yourself on a deeper level, knowing yourself as more than what you always believed you were, knowing yourself as more than the egoic identity structure of your human physical incarnation. You are human, and what we're doing is we are learning how to be spiritual and recognize our multidimensional self within the physical body. We are having a human experience. We're having a very physical incarnation here, and that is a beautiful thing. That's where we don't kill the ego, because the ego is part of that identity. But it's understanding that we are so much more. That's why we are calling back all the fragments of our past selves, our future selves, recognizing that we are one with all. We are one with ourselves. We are one with Source. We are everything and everyone. We are soul, and soul makes up so much more than what we thought we were. We are not just Susan. We are not just our names. We are not just our careers, our likes. We are so much more. We are soul, and the more that we embody that, the more we embrace the heart-centered self, the more we embrace life itself, creation itself, the universe itself, because we're recognizing the universe within us. That all comes down to self-love. Not fracturing ourselves by saying, I'm worried about this experience, or I'm worried about what this person says, or looking outside of yourself. Let's put it that way, looking outside of yourself from the aspect of the other. There is no other. It is just you. And the more we understand that, you can still be you. You can still be Susan. You can still have an identity. We don't kill the ego. We integrate it so that the soul speaks louder, so that we recognize the soul first and foremost within that multidimensional nature. But it comes down to fully loving ourselves so that we can offer that to another, recognizing that everything we need is within us, by recognizing the connection with Source. And as Source is infinite, the infinite creator, we recognize our creative abilities within ourselves. And the more we recognize our creative abilities within ourselves, Source within us, infinite love within us, the more we can have that healthy partnership with another. And that then becomes, and I love this image here on my tarot cloth, because it's just so, it's this, I can't remember what it's called right now. It's the Pisces, the oh my gosh, I just blanked. But it's the two becoming one. It's the merging. It is the Trinity energy. The more we recognize ourselves, the more we can recognize another, and the more we're recognizing Source, the more we can, it just goes round and round and round, the more we can recognize Source in the other, and recognize that there is no other, that is all us, because we're all connected through that Source energy. That's what unity consciousness is. It is recognizing the connection, that we're all unique threads in the beautiful tapestry of creation. That was a message that they brought forth many months ago. And it just speaks so true, because this earth plane is a tapestry of creation. This whole universe, they're saying, is a tapestry of creation. And we are having beautiful, unique experiences within it. But recognizing more and more that we are all part of it, that we are all connected. But it comes down to recognizing that within yourself, knowing yourself on that deep, intimate level. Knowing yourself, loving yourself, honoring and cherishing yourself from a deep, divine place, because you're recognizing the divinity within. That's what love is all about. Yes, it's loving your body. Yes, it's loving your strengths and your flaws and recognizing all of that. But it's going so much deeper and recognizing the oneness within you, the source energy within you, the divinity within you. That is what makes the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Connection, intimacy with source energy, the creator, God itself. That's what union is. And the more you come into that appreciation and recognition of yourself and love yourself from that place of recognition and appreciation of a source universal energy within you, the more you're able to come into union with that physical partner. Wow, that felt very strong and beautiful. All right, Spirit. Tell me about the divine masculine at this time. Current energies for the divine masculine. Current energies for the divine feminine. There's that hope. Okay. Bottom of the deck, I feel like this is divine masculine energy. We have spy. Two messages coming in. The first one, which is a lesser energy, is that the divine masculine may be keeping an eye on the divine feminine, because I do feel like the divine feminine is providing hope for the masculine, helping the divine masculine to see themselves more clearly, helping the divine masculine to grow. This can happen in a number of different ways. Take it as it resonates for you. But I do feel like the divine masculine is really looking at the divine feminine with a sense of hope, with a sense of just wonder. For those of you who are subscribed to my Patreon, we just did their intimate feelings about you. And it was less about sexual energy, although that was very prominent. It was more about really the depths of what they're feeling. And the energy was so powerful by the third pile that I had to stop. It was very powerful energy coming through. They want you to know just how much they admire you. For all three piles, just how much they admire you and just how much your light shines for them, leading them home, how your light is leading them home. So they are keeping an eye on you. And if they're not looking at your social media, then they at least have you in their thoughts. You divine feminines are just walking your sacred path as you should be doing. I feel like a lot of you have detached, pulled back from the connection, removed your focus from the connection, where that the journey had kind of kept you in a container. You've released that. You've released the journey. Check out the reading or the channel messages, Journey's End, because that will definitely resonate for those of you who are resonating with this message. But because you're just walking your path, just in your sacred energy, in your divine feminine energy, it's helping your masculine to see how they want to be, who they want to be, and how they can rise. For so long, divine masculines had felt trapped in old cycles, in old versions of themselves, and now they're actually dreaming about who do I want to become, and not just dreaming, I'm hearing, but they're taking action. Okay, this is who I want to actually become. It's not as hard as I thought it was. Now they're starting to take action and change their whole life because they're changing themselves, allowing themselves to transform, not resisting that love within themselves. Another message here is that they are really going deep within themselves to study themselves. So they might be taking courses, they might be taking classes, they might be reading texts, books, whatever this is, listening to podcasts or speeches. They're really going deep within themselves to understand themselves. It's almost like I'm getting like they're spying on themselves, by which I mean they're going deeper than they've ever gone before to really understand themselves, why they react the way they do, why they act the way they do, why they have those beliefs. The more you know yourself, the more you're able to acknowledge, account for, and change whatever needs to be changed. I'm just called to this. Some of your masculines might be doing this, but I'm kind of called to this as an anecdote. For example, I had studied the Enneagram with a friend over the past several years, Enneagram as well as Myers-Briggs, to understand the way I tick. And I was called to the Enneagram again just, I think, over this past winter. And it was interesting because I was asked to look at a certain type, and I was really relating to this type. It wasn't my type that I had tested at before. It was a different type. But the more I realized this, the more it was healing. It was related to my mother, and I was healing that mother wound. I was healing the aspect of myself that I was seeing in my mother. And the more I read through that type and understood that type, the more I understood her, the more I was able to understand myself, the more I was able to heal any of that wounding that was there. So that was really, really interesting. I tried doing the same with my dad, tried doing the same with my siblings, doing the same with any friends, doing the same with my counterpart, and it just gave me so much more insight. By getting insight into them, it was helping me gain insight into myself and the way I was reacting, the way I had formed beliefs, any wounding or any heartbreak or traumas or experiences I had with regards to just that way of being. And it really helped me transcend and shift within myself. That knowledge was really, really helpful. So the more you know yourself, even from a psychological standpoint, the more you're able to say, oh, okay, this is where that belief formed. I don't want to be this way, or I do want to be this way. Here's how I can shift. Here's how I can transform. I do feel like masculines are doing that really, really deep dive here. It might not be, that was just an anecdote. It might not be in that essence, but it is that same kind of energy. They're doing the deep dives, going really deep. Divine Feminine's here. Whew. You are just standing in your light. You're standing in your empowerment. I don't want to say power. It is empowerment. You are just walking your sacred path. And I do feel like you feel the energy of this connection. And that's okay. You don't have to just completely ignore the connection. You don't have to ignore your feelings. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling. I do feel like you're feeling this hope and feeling this love from a different energy. You're not feeling it from the tight container of attachment, of hyper-focused on what is my masculine doing. I feel like you have pulled back from readings. I feel like you have pulled back from studies. I feel like you have pulled back from just the constant question in your mind of how are they going to react. It's almost like every thought, every decision you were making was aligned to your divine masculine. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? How are they going to react to this? What are they going to think of this? You've pulled back from that completely. You are completely on your sacred path. You're completely in your own energy. And if you're not quite there yet, you're getting there. Remember, that is a process. You're just aligned to you, fully aligned to you. Saying, I can feel this love. I know this love. I recognize this love. I recognize that love within myself. And because I'm recognizing that love within myself, I just know that I'm fully supported and that everything is going to unfold however it's meant to unfold. Whether it's with the person who I thought was my divine masculine, or whether it's with somebody else who embodies that divine masculine energy, you are just walking your sacred path and just allowing yourself to be in the energy of divine love. For some of you, it is going to be the person who you thought was your person, who you know in your heart is your person, just transformed energy. For others, it's going to be somebody else who embodies that energy, that frequency, that vibration, that higher self. Allow it to unfold as it's meant to unfold. Just be in that place of allowing. For some, that might still trigger you, and that's okay. Allow yourself to feel whatever needs to come up for feeling that. This is a general reading. This is a collective reading. So don't let it, get you down. Or do let it get you down and work through it. But don't let it, pull you back. Allow yourself to keep working through it. Allow yourself to keep moving through it. Go within your own heart space and ask yourself, what is my truth? How is this resonating for me? Disregard what does not fit for your truth. Disregard what your own inner intuition, what your ego is telling you, and trust and follow what your own inner intuition is telling you. Because again, there's kind of a split that's happening now within the collective, where there are soulmates coming in, there are higher frequency energies coming in, that are just meant to show you your alignment. So allow it to happen. Just allow it to completely unfold. And don't be in the energy of future energy. Be in the very present moment. Allow yourself to enjoy where you are right here, right now. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about what's to come. That's why I almost hesitate to do readings, because we get so caught up in the future that we forget about the present moment. Know that whether this person, this divine masculine energy, is somebody that you already know or somebody you've yet to meet, know that this is what is coming in for you. This is what is aligning for you. Take that as your truth. But divine feminine is just in this place of empowerment and just feeling like, I know I'm walking my sacred path. I'm aligning to whatever it is that I need to align to, that is for my expansion, my growth, my higher heart and sense of love, so that I can keep embodying love, so that I can keep expressing love. And she is just bringing in so much energy aligned to partnership and aligned to love. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So I almost hate to bring forth those messages of the different paths that people are walking. But I do want to let you know that there's kind of a split going on. Trust in your heart. Don't let it rock you. Don't let it rock your foundation of what you already feel within yourself, okay? You already know what path you're walking on. You already know which direction it's going. So just trust in yourself, okay? You already know. So don't let any reading kind of throw you off that path. You already know deep in your heart. Okay, divine masculine, divine feminine. What's going on for the divine masculine energy right now, please, Spirit? One more shuffle. What's the current energy for the divine masculine, please, Spirit? What's the current energy for the divine masculine? Wow, okay. That was a lot. What's the current energy for the divine masculine, please, Spirit? Current energy. Thank you. Queen of Cups. Oh, I have this upside down. Okay. Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands. Page of Swords. There's that Page of Swords again. That I feel like they want to communicate. I feel like they are keeping an eye on you. That's that Page of Swords energy. Observing you. Just... Look at, this is both you. I feel like this is both you. I feel like you are just embodying this loving energy, but you are on fire. You are just lit up, completely lit up in your feminine energy. This Queen of Cups here is the nurturing, compassionate, loving, expressive, in the energy of love, divine feminine energy, but feeling very confident, very sexy, very just in your strength, in your power. Just look at that confidence that she has. And divine masculine's kind of looking at you like, okay, okay, I see you. A little bit wary, because it's like, am I worthy? Am I deserving of this? There might be a question of confidence that's coming in for these divine masculines, but I do feel like the more they see you in this light, in this strength, they're seeing what they're capable of. They're seeing that they want to rise to the occasion. They want to be your king. And a couple of weeks ago, we had the reading where all the kings came out. They want to be their king. They're not just aspiring to be this. They are taking action, again, with that self-love. But they're seeing you in your light right now. And it is guiding them. Yeah, they're seeing you in your light. This is you that is shining so brightly, and they want to be by your side. They want to rise up and be that match to you, because they understand what it is and what they feel with you. They feel this happiness. They feel like the sun has come out on their life. Where there was once darkness, where it felt like it was perpetual night, perpetual just trouble and suffering and struggle and challenges and obstacles. Where they were so just down in their own pain, they have felt the sun rise. The sun being masculine energy, they have felt that sun rise, but they've also felt that the sun rises with you, that you are their light. And so you guiding them is helping them to rise into their divinity, into their divine, conscious, masculine energy, because they're learning how to love themselves. They've seen you go through this process of loving yourself. Yeah, they're going through a process of transformation. They are letting go of anywhere where they were just that heaviness, anywhere where they were burdened, troubled, struggling. A long time ago, they're reminding me of this. A long time ago, maybe at the very start of this channel, one of the readings we had channeled was they were carrying all these sticks by themselves. They didn't realize that, listen, if you have a partner, you don't have to carry it all by yourself. You split it up so that the burden feels less. It feels light as a feather because you're doing it together. You're not trying to do it all on your own. You're not struggling to do it all on your own. That's what it's all about. It's about sharing. It's about support. But you had to go through this transformation to love yourself first in order to recognize yourself, in order to recognize your strength. You had to recognize your strength before you could recognize the strength in another, because otherwise it would just be codependency. Otherwise it would just be here, shoving all those wands to somebody else. Here, you've got it. You take it. But no, what you're realizing as you come into balance within the self, you realize that partnership is about that same balance, that it's about equal reciprocity. And that's not just about love, giving and receiving love in equal reciprocity. It's about life. It's about sharing life. The struggles and the triumphs, the successes and victories and the challenges. Divine Masculines are going through an ego death. And I know in the beginning we said that we don't want to use that word, but yeah, it's an ego death. What it really is, it's an integration of the ego. And what I mean is it's a death of the old version, a death of the old self. Integrating the ego so that they're recognizing their empowerment, recognizing their soul, going through this beautiful transformation so that they can speak truth, so that they can blossom in their expression of themselves, so that they can blossom into who they want to be. They're looking forward. These Divine Masculines are really looking forward to the future. Yeah. There is a strength here. There is an overcoming here. They are really learning how to balance out the masculine and feminine polarities within them with this Temperance card as well. Learning that, listen, if you're all fire, then you just burn. If you're all water, then you just drown. But what happens when you mix those together? What happens when you temper that energy with the masculine and the feminine polarities? Again, look at that. Masculine and feminine polarity. What happens is you grow, you blossom. That vine just blossoms. There's new growth that's happening here. There is a birth, a rebirth that is happening here. Anything else for the Divine Masculine? The Emperor. They are becoming the Divine Masculine. Divine energy. Recognizing the divinity within themselves. Becoming the conscious, sacred masculine. This is releasing all the distortions, releasing all the attachments, all the toxic templates. They are going through a massive transformation because they are recognizing this is who I actually want to be. There are moments where I've felt this. This is who I actually want to become. Stable, grounded, secure. I love this depiction of the Divine Masculine. This Emperor energy can sometimes be controlling, can sometimes be manipulative, can sometimes be very, very cold. This energy is on fire. This energy is passionate, expressive, communicative, direct, bold, very wise, very authoritative, not from a controlling or manipulative stance, but authoritative in his directness, in his boldness. This is a masculine who is able to lead. This is a masculine who is able to take action. It's very Aries energy here that's coming through. Very regal as well. Beautiful energies for the Divine Masculine. Yeah, look, they're moving forward. They are balancing out within themselves, the polarities within themselves, taking the reins, the direction for their life, recognizing that that's where their power is. It's not in trying to control another. It's not in trying to control outcomes or situations. It's just in the control of the self, authority for the self. Recognizing that how they react, how they love, how they express themselves, that's where they take authority. That's what changes themselves. That's what changes their life, because they're changing the internal structure within. Beautiful masculine energy. All right, what's going on for the divine feminines now? What's the current energy for the divine feminines? I feel like I could just do a reading on just the divine masculine and divine feminine. Make sure that you are checking out Instagram, Facebook, and these community posts here on YouTube. Also my TikTok as well, my new TikTok. I'll try to remember to put that in the description box down under my social media. Because I am doing updates, written updates for both energies throughout the week. So make sure that you're checking that out as well. These videos are more of an in-depth look. Okay, here we go. And one more. Okay. Okay, divine feminine. What's going on for the divine feminine? Where's the divine feminine energy, please? She is releasing the past and stepping into her future. Wow, that's a very strong energy here. You see how I don't usually take reversals, but I was called to it because the message and the energy was there. You see how she's just in this energy of regret, just covering her eyes, not wanting to see the past. And because she's focused on the past, she's not seeing the two cups that are still there. She's not seeing how this experience has helped her to grow, the energy here, how this experience has helped her to blossom. She's now seeing it. She is now blossoming. She's now seeing that from the past energy, which she had to put to rest, they have the two cups. And not just the two cups, but complete wish fulfillment. All this happiness, all this joy coming to fruition. It's the Nine of Cups, not quite the Ten of Cups. Still moving to the Ten of Cups, but she's looking around her in wonder, just like, look at what I'm manifesting, look what I'm creating, because she's allowed the past to be put in the past. She's no longer attached to any pain, heartbreak, remorse, regret. She is allowing herself just to free herself from focusing too much of the past, and that is what is enabling. This has a Nine of Pentacles energy attached to it too, which just feels like independence. Independence from the attachment, independence for herself, again, walking the sacred path, independence from the past, letting go of the past so that she is just manifesting her future, and she's now seeing all the abundance and all of the blessings that are just coming in all around her, surrounding her. She's looking at the world now not with the sense of lack, but with the sense of abundance, and that is inviting in more abundance to her because she's aligned to it. She has gone through a major stage of her journey, really, again, releasing the journey as a whole, stepping into a new phase of her life, into a new journey. The journeys are ongoing. Your life journey, your soul journey is ongoing, but a phase had to be put to rest. That trapped feeling, that container that she was stuck in, the label that she was stuck in, that's what she released. She released the past version of herself and of the journey so that she can move into the new. And what is the new? The new is creation. The new is manifestation. The new is just divinity. Letting divinity move through her. That is the embodiment, the anchoring, the integration. She is just allowing herself to be sacred. And as she allows herself to be sacred, she recognizes the sacred all around her, and that gets her into alignment with physical abundance, with her wish fulfillment. Divine Feminine, what's going on for the Divine Feminine, please, Spirit? What's going on for the Divine Feminine? Current energies for the Divine Feminine, please. Current energies for the Divine Feminine. Yeah, wish fulfillment. She has, and this came up with another reading, she's just kind of emptying out those cups like, nope, that's the past. I don't need it anymore. I don't need the past anymore. Because I know that I am sacred. I know that I'm divine. I know that I'm connected to source energy itself. I know that I'm in my feminine energy. And I know that I can fill these cups back up on the divine, on my connection to myself and to source. And as I fill those cups up, I know that I have a sacred partner who is going to match and align to me. I know that I have the emperor to my empress. Beautiful energy of just manifestation and creation. Divine feminine is in her creation energy. Two of Wands. Yeah, this energy as well of making choices from embodiment, from higher alignment, from higher self. See that hawk there as well, from that higher perspective of the soul. And so now she gets to manifest. And I love this. It's almost like, these cards are giving me so many symbols here. She's holding onto one staff. The other one, it's like it's hovering in the air. It's like it's magic. Recognizing your magic. Recognizing that you're going to go wherever it is that you need to go. It's almost like she's guiding it. Almost like she's released the staff. Feels like it's masculine energy. She has her feminine energy in one hand, and she's almost like she's saying, go to the divine masculine, return with that divine masculine energy, transform. Wow, that's new. I don't quite know what to make of that. Okay, divine feminine. Yeah, Two of Cups. Return. So we come into alignment with each other. She feels very balanced between the masculine and feminine energies. And it's almost like she's inviting her masculine energy to be one with her, to come into balance with her. Again, releasing any of the old toxic energy, any of the past, any of the heartbreak, any of the pain that she had experienced in past lifetimes, this incarnation, even within the old cycle of her relationship. She's saying, no more. I'm in my sacred feminine energy, and I'm in alignment with my masculine energy, in union with myself, and only a partner who is in alignment with themselves can do. And so she's kind of saying, go and find that masculine energy. And it's like the person who holds this wand will be the one who's in alignment with me. Again, it's going to be different for everybody. I do feel like divine masculines as a whole are going through a massive transformation to become the sacred masculine, to become conscious, to come into alignment with a feminine energy who is in her sacred conscious power. So whether this is somebody that you know, or whether this is somebody you've yet to meet, allow it to resonate with you however it resonates with you. Trust your own intuition for what that means for you. But the masculine is coming home. The masculine is coming home to themselves, and the masculine is coming home to their divine feminine because of this self-love, because they've transformed within the self, found union within the self, so you find union with another. There he is. Holy cow, you guys. There he is, the emperor here. Only a divine masculine, an emperor, will do to match this sacred feminine empress energy. Wow. And if we're talking about your own inner masculine, it's because you're rooted in this, grounded this. You have balanced out the masculine and feminine polarities within you. Divine masculine is doing the same. The embodied divine masculine is doing the same. That's when you come together in the physical sacred union. Anything else we need to know for the divine feminine? Tower. This feels like this July. That's what they're giving me, July. This feels like a, okay, tell me what this is about. This actually feels like good energy. Knight of Wands, there's going to be somebody coming in quick. This is not that Lothario energy. This feels very balanced, very compassionate, very stable, very grounded. This feels very conscious. It might take you a little bit by surprise. Don't allow your defenses to be up. Have healthy boundaries, but not walls, not defenses, not guards. Healthy boundaries, conscious boundaries. Stay in your power, but keep that open heart. Tell me more about this Tower energy. Tell me more about this Tower energy. One more card for this Tower energy, please. What is this Tower energy? This feels like July. This feels like massive shifts and changes this month. In one of the Patreon pick-a-piles, there are intimate feelings for you. What we had channeled, and they're repeating this message now because it's important. I do feel like the masculine energy wants to approach, wants to come in and express themselves, but there's a lot of nerves, there's a lot of anxiety with how to do this, because they have just gone through this process of transformation, recognizing themselves, wanting to be the emperor, and so they're becoming the emperor, and they want to show you, divine feminines, who that is, who they truly are as their higher self embodiment, that they are not who they were in the past. They really wanted to show that, but there's still some nerves. A friend just reminded me of the reading that we did, the China in the Bull Shop. No. The bull, I go crazy when I'm channeling. The bull in the China shop, that's what it is. The bull in the China shop, where things still seem a little bit fragile and they don't want to mess it up. So there's still nerves there. So they might come in with what seems to you like a small offering, a small expression of themselves, but this is a huge step for them. This is a big deal. So before you react, keep an open mind, keep an open heart. Don't settle for crumbs. If it feels like it's the same energy of the past, don't accept it. That's where you have your healthy boundaries. You deserve so much more. You deserve that love that is in alignment with where you are. But also understand and have compassion for the process that the divine masculine is going through. And so allow them to express themselves how they need to express themselves. This does feel like affection. This does feel love. Allow them to take that step. Take a moment, sit with it, don't react. Allow yourself to go within your heart space and ask what is really being said, what is really being shown. And from there, make your choice as far as how you want to proceed. But it does feel like the divine masculine is going through a massive transformation, and with that comes some anxiety. With regards to you and your it feels like a Tower moment for them. So I do feel like they're going to be coming in. It feels like it's quickly. This feels like a timing card. It feels like it's going to be happening quickly. Again, rapid expansions happening up until the 8-8 portal because of the cosmic push that we have just recently received with the solstice energy, with the eclipse season. There's been a lot of retrogrades that have caused us to go deep within for introspection in order to move us forward. There's a lot of cosmic support that has been pushing us, so this feels like this is coming in quickly. This is coming in, happening now. So it might feel a little bit like a shock to the system, but allow it. Allow it. Yeah, Ace of Wands. It feels like there is, look at all this Wands energy, look at all this fire energy. This is something new. This is something that can be triumphant, victorious, successful. This is a new level. I'm getting, oh wow, major sacral and solar plexus activations right now. This feels, again, that intimacy. If you guys are not a Patreon subscriber, I would just urge you, just for that their intimate thoughts reading. We're in July now, so you'll get all of July's readings plus all of the past pick-a-piles. So I do encourage you guys, if you're not a Patreon subscriber, just at least check that one out. That it feels very much like this energy here, where there feels like there is going to be significant changes, significant shifts, diving deeper within connection, diving deeper, not just within the self, but with a partner. This feels like a brand new start. Anything else for the divine feminine? I'm not getting any energy here. I feel like that's it. Okay. I did want to say what is going on. What does the masculine need to know at this time? What does the feminine need to know at this time? So this is my Journey of the Heart deck. What does the masculine need to know at this time for this connection with regards to this connection? What does the masculine need to know at this time with regards to this connection? Okay, Eight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Clear, expressive, or truthful communication is manifesting a new phase of your journey in love. Keep an open mind and a heart to ensure success. That's what this feels like. It feels like they're going to express something, show something that is going to begin a new phase. Contrast allows us to see what we don't want as well as what we do. You're shedding an old version of yourself or your connection to move closer to a relationship that is emotionally fulfilling. They're shedding and putting an end to anywhere where they were not bold, anywhere where they were not brave, anywhere where they were not direct in affection or expressing of themselves or of their feelings for this connection. They're moving past that, moving beyond that in order to bring in just a new, intimate, vulnerable, clear, and expressive phase of love for your connection. This is a brand new start that's happening here. A brand new start that's happening here. Divine Feminine, what you need to know for your journey. Three of Wands, your journey is still unfolding. Your person are manifesting or planning for your future together. Don't give up on this love just yet. Yeah. This is still unfolding. Allow it to unfold. Keep walking your sacred path. You're both manifesting this together. You're both creating this together. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and it was this energy of, even if it feels like you're not, even if you don't see it in the physical, you're still making choices together. You're still manifesting together. You're still manifesting as one, even if it looks completely separate. You're building for your future, and you do that by walking your sacred path, by allowing yourself to release resistance and transform. The more you love yourself, the more you come into that alignment with sacred love. Okay, you guys, I think that is going to be it for today. Yeah, I feel like that might be... I think that might be it. We're going to dive a little bit deeper with these connections in the Ascension Relationship readings coming up. Make sure you stay tuned for that, hopefully this weekend. I'm sending you guys so much love, so much light, and we'll see you next time. Bye.